uses
hard times.
He uses his thumb to block, and you know he's blocking because you hear the thunder. You hear the clap of the thunder that his thumb is smacking that block button with, because his hand's up here and he's just doing that to block. And it's fascinating to watch. Newbie, shout outs to you as we get in.
Shout out to Ozzy, man.
Winners finals now.
And see, UnbearableSkill. I just played this with him earlier.
Oh, sorry. This is
UnbearableSkill versus Slayer.
This is losers semis.
I believe so.
Quarters.
Yeah.
Losers quarters.
Cusco's still in.
Yep. Yes, this would be losers quarters. Losers semis is where they would advance to, where they play the guy on the other side of losers.
Yeah, okay.
All right, guys, bracketology. It's being made simple. We'll get there eventually.
Eventually, we'll get there. And Slayer looking a little shaky. UnbearableSkill looking like he can capitalize off of this, definitely. He doesn't look like he knows the matchup too well. You know, there's not a lot of good Kungjin out there. You just kind of have to know. Or play Slayer or me. You know, you just kind of, like, you just have to know. Like, and this matchup, what I was saying earlier, is very difficult for Kungjin if their Kung Lao knows the matchup, because you can't delay Sky Drop against a knowledgeable Kungjin. I mean, against a knowledgeable Kung Lao, because they'll just spin every time.
Oh my goodness. It was fast enough not to deal with it, but the hat from UnbearableSkill. Posing for us there. The Shaolin master himself. Tempest has really been at the top of the game. It's really written in history that you can't nerf an amazing tool set. You just can't do it. If the tool set's there, it's so hard to shut it down. And coming back, but he gets through it somehow. I don't know how he made it through. That chakram on the way back in UnbearableSkill.
It was the UnbearableSkill that UnbearableSkill has.
I'll tell you what. Oh my gosh.
Great anti-air by Slayer.
Slayer, stop.
Say that conversion.
Ooh, not watching his
dome. That was a small shimmy. You know?
And in the corner, we go with a conversion. All right, Skill has his foot to the pedal. It is hitting the metal. It's not coming off. This man is on a rampage.
And, you know, he might have to call, you know, King or somebody, you know, get the matchup knowledge real quick or something. Slayer looking down here, and you know, Slayer feels like maybe this is too early for him to be out of the tournament.
Yeah, and UnbearableSkill coming in here, having not dropped the game at all, says, you know what? These guys, they're in my territory. I've been doing this since Injustice came out. And welcome to my territory. Welcome to Mortal Kombat X. Welcome back, I should say.
And, you know, UnbearableSkill definitely putting in all the hard work and showing right here, as he's basically, this is
finally open up that low. Slayer looks for that all day, every day. Loves that shimmy into that low. And it has the sneakiest forward hitbox you'll ever see. That thing should be embarrassed. If you saw my match with Slayer, he punished overhead paddle with it. The pushback on overhead paddle is ridiculous. And he can still punish it with that, and it amazes me.
With the back one, yeah.
Yeah, and it amazes me that low actually reaches.
I think the paddle's like -18.
-18.
And then back one's 13 frames. And that's just, you know, the blessed range. And you see he spun right there because Slayer tried to delay the Sky Drop. And Slayer basically lost his turn, and now it's on UnbearableSkill to really take over this round.
And that's knowledge by skill. To be able to blow that up. Finds himself in the corner, and he got to trade it. He might have been able to convert off of that as well.
Could have. Oh, and he spent the bar. You know, he did I'll coin it as the PL, the Carl. Oh, but Slayer spent his bar.
Oh, some teabags from Slayer.
He's small teabagging.
He's trying to warm himself. Those weren't very fast bags.
Those
were. Hey, I see you. Well, calm down.
I like what you got going on, you know. But you know, I'm Slayer.
Oh, and he held a stand one.
Oh, Slayer, please.
Look how far forward that stand one hit, by the way.
Into the conversion.
And I hope you guys are enjoying the sounds that Kungjin makes on these normals. That's just knocking on wood right there.
And Slayer challenging every single one of these orbit hats on block because they're -3. And Kungjin has really good range on his down one to always challenge.
And the only thing really guaranteed off EX orbital hat now is down 4. 4 coming out.
Everything else is guaranteed, that's right.
Everything else is armorable, or if you have a 6-frame long reach normal, you'll get the job done for everything else you try.
Oh well.
That's why I love having a nice long 6-frame down 4. That's a great tool.
Yeah, I remember
to check that orbital hat with.
I remember Peanut, you know, Lord Peanut.
Beautiful.
You know, when the game first came out, he was playing Kotal. And I was like, what's that down 4? 8 frames, right? Because you would think.
Yeah, because it's down 4.
And you see 6, and you're like, huh? But you see what it is on block, and it's like, what, -10?
Yep.
So, I mean, that's the trade-off. So, yeah, it's the fastest down 4 in the game, but it's also full-com functional.
Sure press the button because we cancel the paddle every time. Wow, we're welcome to Mortal Kombat.
Welcome to Mortal Kombat. You thought we were -10?
You thought we were -10?
We're canceling.
Unbearable skill. Taking another round off of Slayer. Winner of this round is going to take the lead in the match. Unbearable skill has a little momentum. Slayer has the meter.
Oh, caught him off guard, actually.
Came off it, built another one on block just because he gets interrupted. Here we go. Into the corner we go. And no call on the orbital. Hat just gets aggressive. I'll get there. An immediate call by Slayer. I love when he just sits there, and you know a player is good when they have the confidence to just raw string in the middle of blocking. As almost a reversal.
I thought that kick was so high, I thought it whiffed, but it touched him right at the back. On plus right here.
Good block.
And Slayer challenging went down one. Slayer wants to take this game. Oh, and Slayer really betting it all right there.
Very good for skill not to press a button there. When you see Kung Jin whiff over top of you, especially John, is he gonna punish? No, he low profiled the one.
He really should have done the mid, and now Slayer's gonna take advantage of that.
And that's gonna be chip out there. 2-1 now.
And Unbearable Skill definitely wasn't ready for the low profile. Forward 2 would have been the answer right there. Great mid.
Moving forward, that's something that he'll have to look out for. Was that the forward 3? Where I got the job done. I believe it's back 2 or forward 2.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, and Slayer tried to press a button and got caught. And now he's going to take a good chunk of damage. Oh, but Unbearable Skill drops the combo.
Yeah, not only a drop, but himself in his back to the corner.
And Slayer's doing great challenge with these staggers. And Slayer's definitely not, a punk when it comes to these staggers. He's going to challenge.
Yes. I haven't seen Slayer go for the overhead low shock room yet, though, which is shocking. He usually goes for it about 12 times a match. Is Unbearable Skill about to take another round? A lot of downwards. That one orbital head. Why not? All right, what's Slayer gonna do here? His back is literally
Slayer
to the
trying
wall.
To do up 1. He's trying to do what George was doing with the up rocket, trying to fish for a jump. And that's actually, that's not too bad with Kung Jin. It's just when they're in your face and you whiff it, you can get full combo punish. But I understand where Slayer's coming from as a fellow Kung Jin player.
He was able to reverse the position without taking too much damage now, and now has the health lead.
Both of those things -2 actually.
Good defense there by Skill not to press the button again. It's so hard when you see a character whiff something above you not to attempt to go for an anti-air. And that's what Kung Jin's all about, that tricky stuff. Wanting you to do something there and just dive kicking.
And now, Unbearable Skill with the OP. And it didn't come back.
Woo!
Unbearable Skill 2-2.
Oh my goodness! And I'm shocked he didn't get the brutality there where they just kind of spin to death in the air.
I thought you meant the turn from this.
No,
he grabs him after.
Where he does the EX spin, and then their body just kind of goes into a tornado of death.
Yeah, I've fallen victim to the turn from this.
Okay, now, another Game 5. This top 8 has been riddled with Game 5s, guys. We have an amazing display of Mortal Kombat X happening. An Unbearable Skill riding that train, riding that momentum for taking the last game right now.
These people came to play.
Whoop.
Unbearable Skill looking like he's going to take Slayer out.
Look at this health lead, and that is going to be round number 1. Is that a flawless victory we just saw from Unbearable Skill? One more round, and he's going to send Slayer home.
And, Unbearable Skill, his first showing, he might be headed to loser semis of top 8. And, this tournament isn't no slouch. There's a lot of big names that he's, basically been matched up with.
Ooh, what a conversion.
Great conversion.
Good block on the overhead, and checked him after. Slayer not canceling anything.
And look at that respect he had for the whiff jump in his face. You have to respect Kung Jin's option that he can do a dive kick.
And Slayer has beaten a lot of throws in the last 2 games as well.
Slayer decides to go for the meaningless right here. Oh, he jumps at him.
Ooh. And there's the overhead low, and that should be the round. But look at that meter. This man is fully loaded. This is Clint Eastwood with 6 bullets in the barrel.
Slayer looks like he doesn't care about this butter. And now, you know, UnbearableSkill only with 1 bar left.
Oh, and
he
not
gets hit by the
watching this
overhead.
dome.
Now, what people don't understand that I think a lot of people should know.
Slayer, a champion of Mortal Kombat, smells blood right now on the offensive.
Definitely. Now, UnbearableSkill's not reacting to that forward 2, but the forward 2 is pretty slow. It's like 28 frames, which is actually accurate. Like, you know,
And this is
Slayer
going to be
looks
close to
like
the
he's
death. One more hit is all Slayer needs, and the
Or
RJP's going to
bops
do
it.
it. The veteran barely clutching it out in the final moments.
UnbearableSkill taking this home, is his 5th?
That would be 5th place.
5th place? Not bad at all.